Organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up this morning on Daily Iowan TV, a triumphant win turns tragic for one Iowa student. And later, a 4-year-long project is finally ready to open its doors.
We bring you a closer look at two teams that are off to a great start this season.
And who the women's tennis team is looking to in order to have a great season as well.
All the way from Kinnick to the Old Capitol, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Andrew Roberts. A win for the Chicago Cubs turned into a loss of a fellow Hawkeye. Kyle Leaney was celebrating the win of the Cubs taking home the World Series. After the game, he climbed a light pole outside of the bar DC's in the Ped Mall when he suddenly fell and hit his head. The office has not yet released the cause of death. Our condolences go out to the family members and loved ones of Kyle. The new University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital is only a few weeks out from making its grand opening for patients. Daily Iowan reporter Nikki Crossway takes us on a once-in-a-lifetime tour of the new $360 million hospital.
Standing at 164 feet tall, the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital is now the tallest occupiable building in Johnson County, and it has a lot to show for itself. From the state-of-the-art medical equipment to the amazing views, this hospital is like no other in the U.S.
I think that what stands out here is the attention to detail. It really reflects all the feedback that we gathered from the kids, the parents, our faculty, and our staff, and I think you can see really what the byproduct of that is within our 14 floors and 507,000 gross square feet of space.
Everything in the hospital is designed for kids, for their interaction. So when you walk along the floor, there's images in the terrazzo. When you look at the vitrines in the lobby, there's all of these different things that the families and their children can discover together.
Even the elevators change colors. The color blue identifies the only level 4 NICU in the state of Iowa, holding up to 81 beds for babies. Another addition to the hospital is a quicker CT machine manufactured by Siemens and is the first of its kind in the entire U.S. A child scan can now be performed in under a minute. Not only will patients enjoy all of these features, but there's features for their families as well. The 12th floor rooftop features a meditation room, 2 healing gardens, and a one-of-a-kind view no one can stop talking about.
What's your guys' favorite part?
The hospital will have its grand opening in December. Reporting in Iowa City, Nikki Crossway, Daily Iowan TV.
With the Children's Hospital ready to be opened, many dancers around Iowa City are preparing themselves for another 24 hours of dedication. With only 100 days left to the big event, Daily Iowan reporter Haley Van Dyke went out to check what's in store for this year's dance marathon.
One of the largest student organizations on Iowa's campus is Dance Marathon. Their mission statement states that Dance Marathon provides emotional and financial support for families of pediatric and transplant patients that need to be treated. On February 3rd and 4th this upcoming year, the goal is to raise over $2.4 million for those children and their families.
60 families on average that are introduced to the DM family each year who are hear the unfortunate words that their child has cancer, and that accounts for all the money that we can give them and provide to them is our goal.
With less than 100 days, students are coming together to talk about raising money, family each group is supporting, as well as what kind of fun dance moves they will be bringing out. With love and support from everyone around, this is a moving night for many people. Reporting from the IMU, I'm Haley Van Dyke, Daily Iowan TV.
Residents' increased use of opioids is mirroring trends seen across the rest of the nation. Data from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention says the use of heroin and other drugs, has grown across the country over the past 30 years. If you or someone you know is struggling with drug addiction, contact the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration at 1-800-662-HELP. Well, on my walk into work this morning, I noticed quite a few Iowa City residents enjoying this nice fall weather. We've got Ryan Scott standing by in our weather studio to tell us if this nice weather is going to last. Ryan?
That's right, Andrew. It is absolutely beautiful outside. It's going to be a beautiful election day today. Right now, we're seeing temperatures in the low 50s, and this afternoon, our high of the day will reach the upper 50s with clear skies. Our evenings will cool down to the low 40s, still with clear skies, and tomorrow morning we'll start off the day with low temperatures in the 40s with, again, clear skies. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. It's looking like a great week to be outside. Wednesday, the afternoon high will just reach the low 60s with mostly sunny skies. Thursday will be the warmest day of our week with a high reaching the mid-60s with sunny skies. Friday, things will cool down a little to the mid-50s with, again, mostly sunny skies. Saturday, temperatures will heat up to the low 60s with, again, sunny skies. Perfect weather for the Hawkeyes to take on Michigan, and we'll start off the week with a high in the low 60s with sunny skies. That's all we've got here in the weather studio. Andrew, back to you.
New technology is being used in Iowa City to make it easier to measure economic and racial demographics in the area. Geographic Information System, or GIS, can take maps from one location over a long time span to gather new information that could have been overlooked. Colin Gordon, a professor of history at the UI, used GIS to find an explanation for the decline in wealth in St. Louis. Gordon believes that due to the university being in Iowa City, it is a, quote, economic anchor that keeps money in the city, end quote. These maps will allow people to see the development of a city and their country over time, Well, hundreds gathered at the Carver Hawkeye Arena last night to watch the University of Iowa perform in the band Extravaganza. Daily Iowan TV reporter Taylor Lemus has more on this event.
The University of Iowa marching bands, alongside the UI Golden Girl and Drum Major, perform highlights from the 2016 football halftime shows. This gives everyone a chance to be able to support the Hawkeyes and watch them perform live.
The University of Iowa's first band was a 13-cornet band that was started in 1880, and as you can see behind me, the band has grown to over 250 members.
University of Iowa Spirit Squad coach has been working with the marching band for over 20 years and believes that the band Extravaganza gives people an opportunity to witness what they do on the sidelines.
Well, we work very closely with the Hawkeye Marching Band, so this is an opportunity for us to get out here and kind of help them out for one of the big events that they do. This is a big recruiting event for them, and we just enjoy being here and adding some spirit, some black and gold to this event.
The University of Iowa Marching Band remains the largest organization on campus, and they will continue to participate in the band Extravaganza as part of their Hawkeye tradition. From Carver Hawkeye Arena, this is Taylor Nicole reporting to you from Daily Iowan TV.
Well, it certainly is great to see Carver Hawkeye Arena back in action, and it's going to continue to see a lot of action with the start of basketball season. We've got Mary Kate Harrion and Taylor Brooks standing by in our sports studio with everything that's Hawkeye basketball. Guys?
Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know about you, Taylor, but I am so excited because basketball season officially starts on Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited, especially for Tyler Cook. As we saw in the exhibition game, he's going to be great this season.
Well, fans at Carver Hawkeye Arena got their first look at the 2016-2017 Iowa women's basketball team this past weekend. Taylor Van Fleet has more from Carver.
Hawkeye women's basketball is officially underway here in Iowa City. On Sunday, the Hawks took on Lewis University for an exhibition game here at Carver. And judging by their performance, Coach Bluter and her team look well prepared for the season to begin.
The Hawks got off to a bit of a slow start offensively, but by the end of the first quarter, they were able to come together and start knocking down shots. Tanaya Davis's defensive intensity and fast break points were able to create some momentum for the Hawks that stayed with them the entire game. Megan Gustafson made a couple big plays at the net, and Christina Buttonham was able to contribute to that first half run with a mid-range jumper.
We got settled down. You know, we were trying to play too fast, too excited, and that's why you play exhibition games. That's why this was a great experience for us today.
The Hawks proved their depth of this season's roster during Sunday's game. 9 of 13 players that saw action in the game scored at least one field goal.
And I think that we have terrific depth and balance in this basketball program, and we just have to figure out how to use it.
Senior guard Allie Disterhoff made 7 of her 8 field goal attempts and had 15 points in the game. She and Tanaya Davis were a strong duo throughout the game, with Davis putting up 9 points and 10 assists.
And Megan Gustafson had a double-double with a team-high 16 points and 11 rebounds. Another key component in Sunday's win was the consistent and well-played defense throughout the game, particularly from the freshmen.
The freshmen are playing amazing defense. I think their energy level is incredible. They're doing a great job on the boards.
The Hawks were able to pull away with this one easily with a final score of 61-35. The Hawks are back in action this Friday night against Oral Roberts University here in Carver. From Carver Hawkeye Arena, I'm Taylor Van Fleet, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Coach Bluter and the Hawks are expecting that roster depth and intense defense will play a big role for the team this season.
Sticking with Hawkeye sports from over the weekend, the Iowa men's and women's swimming and diving team had their season opener right down the street at the campus Recreation and Wellness Center.
Thursday night, both squads, smashed South Dakota, winning a combined 31 out of 32 events.
Friday, the two teams were back in action in Iowa City against Missouri State and Big Ten foe Purdue.
The men posted 7 individual victories in 2 relay wins, with Kenneth Mende finishing first in the 100 and 200 back, while Jack Smith recorded first place in the 50 and 100 free.
And on the women's side, they collected 5 individual titles, with senior Emma Sogstad highlighting the meet with victories in the 100 and 200 breaststroke and the 200 IM.
The Iowa men defeated both of their opponents, beating Missouri State 176-118 and Purdue with a close 151-149.
The women split, topping the Bears 622-237, but falling to the Boilermakers 178-122.
I think obviously we would have liked to win, but I think we definitely had a lot of positives, and it was really cool to see the guys win. But we definitely, I think we showed up, and it's just going to motivate us to work even harder this season and come back at Big Tens and kill everyone.
The Hawks take a trip to the Ohio State Invitational November 18th through the 20th.
Moving on to women's tennis, the team will be looking to 2 key players come January. Zoe Douglas and Anastasia Remshkin have been great leaders for their team and each other.
Zoe Douglas and Anastasia Remshkin came off a good season in the spring, being ranked as high as 49th by the Intercollegiate Tennis Association. They hope to continue this winning attitude as they head into the fall season.
Positive attitude, going out there just as we did last season with confidence and not fearing the biggest teams, because we've beaten one of the best teams, so confidence.
Let's just focus on just making every ball, being solid, and just pushing forwards and doing everything that we can to be the best we can be.
One of the things that has made Zoe and Anastasia so successful is the ability for them to complement each other on the court. Whether it be in the back or on the net, they always find a way to win.
She has very good hands at the net, so she is definitely, whenever we play together, she is, I am the one from the back that keeps all the balls consistent, and she's the one that puts away the ball, so she's amazing at volleys.
It's really good for us because she's got a really big serve and really solid ground stroke, so it's perfect for her. She'll build the point really well at the baseline, and then I'm able to cross at the net. And even when she's at the net, she's really solid and just moves on great balls and puts away the ball when she has the opportunity.
Even though they work well together, Zoe and Anastasia always try to find ways to take their skills to the next level to better themselves and the team as a whole.
Actually, at the net, I believe I've improved a lot, with my volley skills, and she's just, I don't know, she seems to be very confident with doubles. Just as a team, I think everybody's improved, yeah.
Reporting from the tennis complex, this was Zachary Lohman with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The women's tennis team starts their regular season on January 15th against Central Florida in Orlando.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow for football and volleyball updates.
Andrew, back to you.
If you've not yet registered to vote, you can still register at your designated polling place today. If you don't know your designated polling location, visit the Johnson County Auditor's page for a complete list of locations and directions. Check back tomorrow morning for official coverage on the results of the election. That will do it for us on this Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check back again tomorrow for full election coverage, and also be sure to pick up a copy of the Daily Iowan. I'm Andrew Roberts. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.